Mike, it was a pleasure being able to talk with you for a couple of minutes. First, this is not going to be your first time coming to Jacksonville, I would imagine, later on in December, right? You've been to Florida Theater before?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah,
figured.
we're doing the Christmas tour in Florida this year. Yeah.
What is it like being back there, and what is it like when you go back to that theater, just to the city, and do this annual tour for Christmas time? And people love to be there and see you.
Well, it's a great theater. It's very conducive for a Christmas show. So I mean, Christmas is like in my blood. So it's not. I could pull out and whip up a Christmas show in 5 minutes. That's how much I love it. So it's not hard. Um, I'm obviously going to start off with Amy and CC for 9 shows, and then I'll head down to Florida for 5 shows. So I'm excited that we're coming back.
Right? Are you going to be solo for when you get to Jacksonville, or will you have any guests with you?
I might have some guests with me, but I'll have my whole band. But yeah, we're going to come in fully loaded. It's going to be awesome.
Anything new this year that maybe people haven't seen in some of the other tours for Christmas time? Anything that you're working on that you can give people kind of a heads up or a sneak preview of?
Yeah, I think there's some things that I think every year you want to change it up. You don't want it to be the same every year. Um, it's hard because you put something together and it works, and you go, well, why change it? Well, what if this is the third time people have seen it? You got to change it up a little bit. There are a few songs that are on my record, Christmas records, that I haven't done in years, and so I think I just want to pull some of those out of the hat. I haven't done Christmas Day in a long time. I've never done Christmas Waltz. I don't know if you know that song, but it's an old standard that I did with Sandy Patty a long
Yeah.
time ago. Um, I'd love to pull that out of the hat, yes, but I don't know. I haven't quite put my Christmas hat on yet. I think once we kind of get the tour started this fall, then I'll start thinking about Christmas.
It's funny that you mentioned Sandy Patty and Christmas time. My mother-in-law, who passed away 2 years ago, she loves All Is Well. And so it's become a
Oh,
tradition where every year she would love to hear that song, and my wife sings that song. And so I knew that when I knew I was going to talk with you about that, I wanted to bring that up because that is a song that has resonated with us, at least for Christmas time, as well as plenty of other songs in your catalog.
thank you. That's actually one of my favorite songs I've ever written. Is All As Well.
Why?
You know what? I think as a songwriter, sometimes you kind of get tired of your song. Sometimes you go, yeah, that's okay, and kind of have a life. It doesn't seem to die. And and then I think I just remember the moment that I wrote it musically, and I just knew right then that I had something pretty special. And then I was just going to let it be an instrumental, and then I thought, you know what, it might need lyrics. I pulled on my great co-writer Wayne Kirkpatrick, who penned this beautiful, beautiful lyric, and it's a moment in the show every year. It's a moment, and I think everybody knows it. And I can't say that about all my songs, but I think everybody who loves the Christmas records, I think they all love All As Well.
Absolutely. You've been touring for a long time. Is there, with your last couple of tours, have you noticed anything different from when you first started out as an artist and you first started going out on your first tours? Anything that stuck out to you that has where you're like, wow, this is not what I expected, or this is very different from when I first became an artist and really started going out on the road?
I think the big difference is um, I don't care what people think about me anymore. um, I'm not driven by awards, and I'm not driven by success. I wish I could go back and talk to my younger self every once in a while, and say, it's not about you. And I think there's a greater sense of calling in my life. And I don't really have to do this. Uh, I just do it because I feel called. And you just hope that every night somebody's life is going to change. Somebody's going to get a nugget of something of a God truth that's going to change their life. So, and there's people who deal, there's probably, who knows if all the music's going to show up in Jacksonville. I mean, people are struggling. People struggle. Some people are thriving. Some people have lost a loved one. I mean, the list goes on. So you just hope something happens during that night, 2.5 hours, that people can walk out there going, you know what? I'm going to be okay. God's got my back. And that's what music does. It's just extraordinary to me, the power of a 3.5 minute song can completely change somebody's life. That just blows my mind. And the fact that I get to do that, just I'm pinch myself and I'm still grateful.
Do you ever think that you've done so many of these 3.5 minute songs that have not only changed people's lives, but changed church life? You are a pioneer, and you have truly set a standard to a certain extent of music in church, and some of your songs are in hymnals now, which is a big deal. So, do you ever stop to think about the kind of effect and impact you've had in this industry, and how do you deal with that without losing humility?
Yeah. Well, I try not to think about it a lot, I mean, some of it's true, uh, and that's okay. And but I know that I there's no way that I could have orchestrated all of that by myself. So I know there's a higher power. His name's Abba, you know, and he just orchestrated this stuff. And so I just have to just remain a conduit. Don't let it go to my head. There's a lot of people out there who do extraordinary things. I'm not the only guy that's had the opportunity to maybe do a few extraordinary things. And believe me, I've written my share of not so good songs, and I hope I don't have to sing those ever again. But man, it just is what it is, and I just know that it's a gift. And I've got a great prayer group that's been together for 35 years. I got an amazing wife that I've been married to for almost 44 years. And I just got a good support group that just helps me keep it all in perspective.
Congratulations on your marriage and your success. When you look at your career, you could just decide, all right, I've had enough. I don't really want to do this anymore. I'll let the next generation do what it's going to do. But what is keeping you going, keeping you motivated, as well as continuing to give you that freshness to continue to do new music that's going to change people's lives?
I still love it, and I'm still writing songs. Um, People are still showing up. What if nobody showed up anymore? It's like, oh, we're tired. We're moving on. It just I feel this is weird to say, but I kind of feel like my best days are ahead, and it's weird at my age. I feel good. I'm healthy. That's good. I feel the wind is at my back. So why would I stop? Especially if all those things are your health and your emotionally and spiritually. I just let's go. I don't think I'll ever retire. I don't see that in the book anywhere. I might not be flipping and tripping on stage at 85, but I'll think I'll write songs for the rest of my life, and hopefully I can still sing them in 20 years from now. But and I don't and getting old doesn't scare me at all whatsoever. And if you listen to the new stuff I'm writing, like Arms Around the Sun and Your Love Is a Flood, I mean, this stuff's aggressive. So I've kind of got this new sort of new zeal of trying to kind of explore a new continent musically, and so far it's turned out good, and I'm very excited. People are kind of shocked at what I'm doing, but the response to Your Love Is a Flood is pretty overwhelming. So, and then I think people are going to love the third single too that's coming out in September called Kingdom Come. So look forward to you hearing that as well.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it as well. When you think about all the songs that you've written over the years, especially songs that people are singing, I always go out on a limb and say someone somewhere is singing one of your songs in church every single week. When you think about that, is there any song that you feel resonated with you the most over your career that is sung somewhere in a church service in America or in the world that you maybe sit back and say, "Wow, this song did something for me that I hold on to this day."
I think it's Agnus Day. I mean, I'll never forget when I wrote it. It's on the Go West Young Man record that came out in 1990. The song is 35 years old. Everybody knows it all around the world. It's crazy. It's just insane. Um, and I can sing it. I know it's my melody, and I wrote the song, but I can sing it and I can worship with it. And and it's awesome when you go to these other countries. Like I remember just going to Poland, and everybody breaks into Agnus Day in Polish, or in Rome, they start singing it in Italian. I mean, it's just it is unbelievable. The hairs are standing on your neck, going, "Gosh, Lord, you are so good. How'd this happen?" And I'd say that would be. I mean, I could. There's Above All, there's Breathe, there's lots of songs that I still love, and I still sing those songs all the time. But Agnus is probably that's probably the number one. And what's so interesting too, it's crazy that from that Go West Young Man record, Agnus Dei was on that record, but not only Agnus Dei, but Place in This World is 35 years old, and it's got
Love the
this new
song.
life. It's crazy, for King and Country, and it was in a movie, and the list goes on. So it's just crazy stuff. So, but yeah, to answer your question, sorry for the long answer, but yeah, Agnus Dei.
Last two questions, and I'll let you go.
Okay.
When you look at what's happening in the world, the good or bad, and you're able to use your music as a way to give a message to anybody, what are some things that you're encouraged about what's happening and that you're seeing in the world? What are some things that trouble you, and then how do you use music as an engine to deal with whatever you're feeling?
Well, I try to write about issues from time to time. I try to not go political. I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
But I just continue to sing about the love of God. I mean, to me, that's the game changer. Once the light bulb goes off and you realize that God not only loves you, but He actually really likes you, it's a game changer. So I'm going to continue to write songs uh, that talk about that. I'm encouraged. I think the big thing is I'm encouraged that there's something going. I've been all around the world. I mean, I'm seeing a lot, and there's something going on, and this, especially this next generation, this Gen Z thing. I mean, these college campuses, and you're seeing there's revival going on. I mean, there's like people are coming to know Jesus. It's incredible, and they're singing my song. It's like Agnus Dei. It's like crazy. So and I love when you talk to a Gen Z. I saw somebody being interviewed the other day because all of us, baby boomer, whatever, we've been praying for this for years, and now they're seeing it happening, and they're thanking us. Thank you for praying for this revival because it's happening. That's the most exciting thing I believe it's going on around the world in the midst of all the craziness and the suffering, and which is awful, and some things we just don't understand. It's just ready for Jesus to come back.
that's right. That's right. Michael, one last question. Not only for the concert that's happening here or in Jacksonville in December, but just whenever you go and sing somewhere, what do you hope the people who are listening to you or they're experiencing that leave with? Knowing that they came probably expecting something, but what do you hope they remember or take with them when they walk out of those doors, whatever venue they're in at that moment?
That they're loved, this period that they're loved, and whatever they're going through, they're going to get through it. It's more the promises of God. I mean, either believe it or not. Either the promises of God are true or they're not. I believe they are, and He said He would never leave you or forsake you, even in the midst of the hardships that people are going through. He'll never leave you or forsake you. So, and that's what I hope and pray for every night. They walk out going, "I'm going to make it. I'm going to get through it."
Michael, you're fantastic. Thank you so much for your
Hey,
time. I really
no,
appreciate it.
you're
And this is a,
awesome.
yeah, and I
Great
appreciate this.
interview.
This is a pleasure.
All right, same here, brother. I appreciate it. Have a great day.